Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about my top 5 favorite hair products. These are products that when I am faced with an alternative, and there are lots of alternatives to these products, I always choose these. And these have been my staple in my routine, some of them for more than 10 years, a few of them for the last year at least. Now, along the way, I'm not only going to show you the product, I will show you almost all of them in action, but I'm also going to give you my top tips to get the most out of these products, because you can have a great product, but if you don't know how to use it properly, you might think it's a dud. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get started. All right, we're going to start off in the order that I use these products and that I used them today. The first product is the Joico K-Pack Color Therapy Luster Lock Instant Shine and Repair Treatment. I have been using this now for probably 4 years or more. This is an intensive hair mask. Most of you know, if you've seen my salon visits, when I have my hair colored and highlighted, I have a significant amount of bleach that is used on my hair to get it this bright and light. And with that comes hair damage and dryness. And when I put this on my hair instantly goes from feeling like straw to soft and pliable. And I do feel like this adds a nice bit of shine. And when my hair is first color treated, I will use this probably twice a week, maybe even 3 times a week. And then after that first trim, I usually will only have to use it about once a week. But this is phenomenal. It does not make your hair greasy. It does not weigh it down. My top tip to get the most out of this is that you need to use double the amount that you usually use of your regular hair conditioner. That sounds like a lot, but think about when you apply a face mask. You don't just apply a tiny little pea-size amount all across your face. You layer it on, you let it sit. That's what you need to do with all hair masks, but this one in particular. So that is my top tip for getting the most out of this product. Product number 2, here's where our demos will begin, and it is the Catwalk Root Boost. Probably no surprise if you've seen any of my hair tutorials. Now, for a while, a couple years ago, there was thought that this was being discontinued. It is not. So I just want to clarify that point. Now, what makes this stand out from the other root boosts that I have in my collection that I have used? First of all, the pinpoint applicator here at the top. So as I am applying this to my wet hair, that pinpoint applicator allows me to get just at the root of my hair, at the base of the hair where I need the most lift. So I like to spray this in the crown of my hair where I have cowlicks and where I need a little extra lift. I also like to apply it in areas where for that particular day, maybe I'm gonna need more volume. So for today, I am going to the opposite side that I normally style. So I am putting a little bit of it along the new part line because I need some lift there and direction. And now my 2 top tips with this one. Number 1 is I really prefer using this first before going in with any leave-in conditioner spray, because you can just scrub this in at the root of the hair and then you can go in with your conditioner and use that more on the ends of the hair. If you use the conditioner first and then go in with your root spray, sometimes that conditioner, because you're rubbing this into the roots, you can get that conditioner in, and the conditioner combined with your root spray can maybe make it less effective. Now, tip number 2 is not to overuse this product. Don't just go crazy and put it all throughout your entire hair. You don't need that much, and it will possibly make your hair feel dirtier faster. So go in with the least amount. And then of course, we're gonna follow up with our blow dryer. And that leads us to product number 3 and our sponsor for this portion of this video. It is my Zuvi Halo Dryer. If you have not heard me talk about this at all, then sit back, you're gonna find out some amazing information. If you've heard me talk about it before, stay tuned. I have some new tips that I've been hearing people ask about. So first of all, what is so unique about the Zuvi Halo Dryer? The Zuvi Halo Dryer, instead of relying on heat like your traditional hair dryer does, this adds light and wind technology and just a minimal amount of heat. So you are able to dry your hair super fast on a very low heat. So not only does that create a lot less damage to your hair, but also if you live in a hot area like I do and we're heading into the summer months, or you're one of those ladies that suffers with hot flashes and you can barely stand to blow dry your hair, you're gonna love this. There is so little heat that comes out of this that many of you didn't even think it had any heat. So the light and wind technology, it's kind of like if you went outside and let the sun and the breezy air dry your hair, but it dries it super fast. There are 4 settings on here, and as you see me start off blow drying, I put this on the soft setting because tip number 1, I have heard from some of you who have super fine hair and thinner hair, and you felt like this actually blows your hair just crazy and it makes it hard to control. So you're going to want to put it on the soft setting, and you're going to attach this attachment, which is a soft airflow attachment. Now, all of the attachments attach with a very strong magnet. You cannot shake these off, but they are easily removed. So this soft air attachment, as you see the difference as I blow dry my hair, it softens the airflow. Also on that soft setting, it reduces the light and the wind just slightly. So it allows you to have a little more play and a little more control over your hair. Now, if you're somebody like me who has super thick hair and I want to dry my hair as fast as possible, I usually use it on the care or the fast setting for the first minute and a half or so, and I just use it without the attachment on the front. So as I blow dry my hair, you can just see how strong that wind is. Now, towards the end of my drying process, I like to attach the concentrator or the airflow concentrator attachment. Again, strong magnet. This is not going anywhere. And what I like to do then is just concentrate this on the areas that I'm needing either more volume or more direction. So that is how I finish blow drying my hair. And then I will also at the end press and hold this button, and that turns off all heat, and it is just cool air blowing through, and that sets all of the volume in place. So as I have finished blow drying my hair, you can see all of that volume. So the combination of this and the blow dryer is what really helps give my hair lift and hold. But now let's move on. And this is where we start to get the molding and shaping of the hair. And again, no surprise here. I hope if you've been around my channel, let's say it together, the Enjoy Dry Wax. This I have been using for probably about 15 years now. My hairstylist introduced it to me before, and this wax is so unique. I have tried just about every other pomade on the market, I feel like, and there is still nothing that is even close to this. So what is so unique about this product? Why is it that I love it? Well, number 1, and I will show you these steps in a moment, but number 1, this product does not dry down on your hands or your hair. It will eventually kind of set in your hair, but you can still manipulate and mold your hair again. So why is that unique? Well, most pomades, no matter if you start off with a little bit or a lot, by the time you get it started in your hands, you will feel it set down and almost dry completely, either on your hands or in your hair. So when I use other pomades, I feel like I'm constantly reaching back into the jar to add more product to my hair because I like to have this product all over. Now, second reason why this is so unique is it is a wax texture and it does not get greasy and oily on the hair like most pomades do. I find I get that question all the time. Will this make your hair greasy? No. Now, I do feel like the longer your hair is, you need to go in with less of this product. So when I was growing my hair out, I felt like I had to relearn the right amount to use of this product because it can start feeling heavy in the hair, and you definitely don't want that. Now, there are 2 big questions that I get about this product. Number 1 is the scent. And I'm just going to touch on this briefly, but I'm planning to do a whole nother video about this. But this product, it does have fragrance in it. I believe it's like the last ingredient on there. But the fragrance, you should not smell the fragrance when you take the lid off. Just sitting here, you should not be smelling anything. You should almost have to put your nose like in the jar to kind of smell something that smells a little bit, I don't know, kind of waxy. It's a very kind of gender neutral kind of scent. It's not perfumey, it's not masculine, spicy, but it is not a strong scent. If you open this jar and you have this horrible, strong, horrible scent, then you will know you either have a fake product or a very old expired product. So I'll talk about that more in another video, but I wanted to touch on that. Now, the other question I get, and this is where I will throw in now the demo of me applying this, is how do you get this out of the jar? Because it is a very tough, hard wax when you first get the jar. I'm going to show you a brand new jar, how hard it looks. Now, one way you can get the product out from the start, or even if you're deep down in the jar, is use the back part of your nail, scrape it across the top, and that will help get the product out. You can then put it in the palm of your hands, rub your hands together. The other way, and I just don't do this because I'm a little lazy, but all you need to do is take your blow dryer, and it will even work with the minimum amount of heat that comes from the Zuvi Halo dryer. So you can see I'm just directing the blow dryer at the product, and what you're gonna see is as the product heats up, it actually starts getting shiny, and it's kind of like candle wax. It will start to melt. And so then it makes it really easy to scoop out the amount that you need. It also makes it super easy to manipulate between your hands and then apply to your hair. Now, my hairstylist, she will actually sometimes apply it to my hair and then go back in with the blow dryer to warm it up. That is what you can do on second day hair, but on first day hair, it will actually add a little bit of shine. So a lot of you have said, I don't like the matte texture that this leaves in your hair, but you can see in my hair today, I have extra shine, and that's because I did actually heat up the product a little bit in the jar before I applied it. So those are my top tips of getting the most out of that product. And of course, you want to use the smallest amount possible, and that will make it easier to get out of your hair later. Now, the final product that I am sharing with you today, if you went along with me in my hairspray journey last year, you will know I tried, I can't even remember, 30, 40 plus hairsprays trying to replace our favorite Aussie Instant Freeze hairspray. Now, even though they did bring back that Aussie Instant Freeze hairspray in a very similar formula to the old one, it's still not quite the same. And so I have found myself reaching for, over all the other hairsprays in my collection that I tested, the Bedhead Hardhead Extreme Hold hairspray. This to me is my #1 favorite still. I talked about this before Aussie brought back the new old formula, and this had reached the top spot for me, and it's still there. Now, what I love about this is it does dry quickly on the hair. There is no strong scent. There's a little bit of a scent, and I actually like the scent, but it dries quickly. You can do short bursts. I also love that this comes in a travel size. So when I am flying, traveling, I can take my favorite hairspray with me and not have to take this huge can. Now, my top tips of using this hairspray revolve around a question I got from somebody recently. They said, is there hairspray all over your floor and all over your walls in your bathroom? And I had to stop and think about it and look at my doors and my floors. And ironically, there isn't. Now, how do I prevent that? Well, when you're applying this, you want to do short bursts. So short bursts around your hair, as you see me doing. And I am also holding this relatively close to my hair. Now, you don't want to be right on top of your hair, but you also don't want to have your hand or your arm fully extended and spraying it. That's how you get hairspray everywhere. But also, I just feel like the sprayer on this, I have not had any issues with it clogging. I don't have to rinse it under hot water every day like I do with some of the other hairsprays. So all in all, this has become and stayed my #1 hairspray. It holds my hair, and yet it does not make it feel super crusty, super dirty. I can easily comb it out at the end of the day And with all of these products, I can do second day hair if I wish, and my hair does not feel overly dirty. So as always, check the description box down below. I will have all 5 of these products linked and listed, along with a special discount code for the Zuvi Halo Dryer. If you are saving up your money, you definitely want to make sure that you get the most off of this, the biggest discount you can. And when they have a sale on their site, I have a code that will give you additional percentage off as well. So be sure you check the description box for that. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you again to Zuvi. I'll see you next time. Bye.